Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be changing my DCT oil as well as the filters on my car. So I thought we'd record this today. I'm here with my mate Cooper, so we're in his garage right now. So I thought we'd record this so we can help out everyone in the F8X platform. I know there are a few videos out there, but we're gonna try and do all the steps today and document everything so anyone can easily follow this along and DIY. We'll hopefully cover everything for you and hopefully it goes well. So, all right guys, so as you can see here, we got the car up on a hoist. So the first thing that we're gonna do is remove this beauty cover. We've got a couple bolts up here. As you can see, these are all 8mm. We're gonna remove all of that. Now, the problem with having a equal length exhaust is there's two bolts down here that we have to actually remove. So to do that, we actually got to drop either the whole exhaust or partially the exhaust. So yeah, we got to get those off just to get this beauty cover off, and then we'll get to the transmission, which is inside here. Okay, so this is everything you really need. There's going to be a couple more things that we're going to need, but majority of the special tools, we're going to need an 8mm. I got this one specifically because it needs to be stubby, something small like this, so it can reach. There's no clearance for you to fit your sockets into the side where the fuel plug is. And then we also got some what do you call these, Coop? C clamps? Yeah. C clamp tools, just to get the ring pliers or the snap ring removal tools, whatever you want to call them. So we got those. Hopefully these work. I know a lot of people struggle to get that snap ring off from the high pressure filter side. So yeah, that's what we need. And then we also got a kit here. So this has the gasket in here, as well as the two filters. So there's one there, and then the other one's in here. So, and then they've sent us 9 liters of oil in this kit. So it's a melee kit. Which should be more than enough. Usually these cars take around 6 liters once you fully fill them up. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need. Obviously you might need some bits and bobs here and there. I'll make sure to put everything you need on the description below. Guys, so one of the things you need to make sure, so over here we have the fuel plug. Just make sure that you have something stubby like what we have here. So Coop, if you want to show them what we got. So something small there, yeah. Like that, because if you drain it and you can't reach that fuel plug, which is right there, then you're going to be in trouble. So make sure you got that. And then this is the snap ring over here. So we're going to try and take that off as well. So make sure you have C-clamp or snap ring pliers that can actually fit there and take that off. Perfect. Or more messy, rather. Ready? Now just take it down in one go. It's catching on the heat shield. Okay. Okay guys, so we managed to get the transmission pan off. You can see here, we tried to drain as much liquid out before as we could, so it won't get as messy. And you can see here, this is the first filter that we're going to try and replace. And then after we undo some of the bolts around this filter, there's a couple. Once we replace that, we're going to go to the high pressure filter here on the side, and then we should be able to put all the bolts back in and then start up our filling procedure.
Nice car.
We are putting the gasket back into the transmission pan. We're also putting the washers back, so the washers were captured by the gasket, so just need to make sure we put that back. One of the things we couldn't record was the process of taking the cap and filter for the high pressure side out. All you need to do is just get a pick tool or a flathead screwdriver and pry the cap, then the filter out. Now we're just placing the new cap and filter inside, and we also had to make sure we hammer the cap in so that it will seat all the way in order for the snap ring to go in fully, or else it's not going to be seated properly, so we just had to make sure that it was in completely. Guys, so we've successfully managed to remove the filters and replace the filters. We've also done these bolts in a opposite pattern. There's a specific pattern that BMW recommends, which I'll put on the screen now. So we've done all of those, and we've torqued them to spec. So these bolts are 10 Newton meters. So now we're just gonna undo the fill plug, which is back here. And we're going to try and push in about 5 liters before it starts dripping out, and then we're going to turn on the car and then start the filling procedure again. So what we're doing now is Cooper here is filling up the transmission. So we'll roughly be able to put in about 5 liters here. So now after that, we're going to turn the engine on and get the transmission up to around 30 degrees Celsius. And then we're going to continue on with filling it again. So the next thing that we're doing is we're going to log into ISTA. Now we're going to get the ISTA set up. So what we're going to do now is just get into the test plan for an oil adjustment, I believe it's under. Go to vehicle management, and under vehicle management we're going to service functions, and under service functions we're going to find powertrain, and under powertrain it's going to be adjustment, and then over here we have DKG oil adjustment, so we're going to click on that now. So now we're going to click on add to test plan down here, and we're going to click on service plan, test plan. Over here we went to service plan and then test plan, DKG oil adjustment, click display, and this should give you all the information. So it says must be performed following service on clutch and fluid replacement, mechatronics, blah blah blah. We don't need to look at that. Park is engaged, engine is running. And then we have to basically raise the RPMs to 2000 RPM for a minute, just to get the transmission up to temperature, I believe. Yeah, so we'll just click continue down here. So it just said communication with the control unit is okay. It's just making sure it can talk to the transmission. We'll click continue one more time. Read the corresponding repair instruction before starting the oil adaptation procedure. Click continue. So it's saying that it's at 48 degrees. So we need to start less than 32 degrees right now. So we got to wait a bit more, and then we'll come back to it. One thing we had to do was keep the car to cool down for about 8 to 12 hours, so it was a bit of a ridiculous time you had to wait till the transmission actually cooled down. So I recommend even leaving the car parked overnight, because it took such a long time for the car temperature on the transmission to drop below 32 degrees. So now we finally got through, and it just set us to increase the engine speed. This is only to get the transmission up to temperature. You don't have to do this if it's already around 32 degrees. Over here is when ISTA tells us to start filling more oil in, so it engages first gear and moves things around so we can fill in an extra 1 liter, making it 6 liters total to the transmission. So we recommend using ISTA. I know there is another procedure out there that you can use to do this, but we just recommend using ISTA whenever you can to fill your transmission. So it's the next day now. I've just taken the car out to make sure the transmission's working correctly and within operating temperatures. On normal daily driving, I get about 85 degrees Celsius. Everything seems to be good. I'm happy with the process and the service of it. Everything went really well. I think the only thing I would have changed was get something a bit bigger, like a Mighty Vac bottle, or whatever you call those vacuum bottles, a bit bigger. It's just because we were using a small extraction pump. That took us a lot more time to get the oil in, so I would recommend getting something a bit more substantial. So it just would be a quicker process. If you're in Melbourne and you need some help with doing your DCT, so it could be in your F10, M5, M3, M4, M2 DCTs, let me know. You can message me on Instagram. I can get that done for you or lend you a hand. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, or if you're struggling with this, let me know, or if you're not sure about something. Hopefully everyone found that video enjoyable and useful. Put it down in the comments below if you want to see any specific videos or any suggestions on what kind of videos you'd like to see me do. I'd like to preferably do more of these kind of tutorials as well as vlogs, and I do want to also showcase cars in the Melbourne car scene as well. So if you have a cool car, you can always reach out to me. Maybe we can do a video together and I can show off your build. Yeah, catch you guys in the next video. Oh. Yo, calm down.
Why?
I'm not sure.
Actually,
No,
it's sitting on
it's
that.
not. It's on my mouth.
Just spit in that.